Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. Today we are having a beautiful rainy day. Oh no, I am not mocking. Lately rain has been a rare thing around this part of the world. Portugal, and I should say the whole of Iberian Peninsula, are facing a serious drought situation. So rain is better than gold. Temperatures have been quite mild, but 2 days ago they dropped. So it is time to make some alterations and move some plants to a more sheltered place. Let's see what I have been doing then. In this porch, I usually keep my epiphytic cacti hanging from the ceiling, but this is a place quite exposed to strong south winds in the winter, so they are not here anymore. The only ones here in this more sheltered corner are this fern, the so-called rabbit's foot fern, and these two Easter cacti, Altiora gaiardneri. As the common name says, these bloom around Easter time. And on this side, the Thanksgiving cacti, Schlumbergera truncata, are blooming beautifully now. The red ones have been in full bloom for quite some time, but this pink one is just starting and is full of buds. The other epiphytic cacti that used to be hanging in this porch were moved to down there in the lower level porch, where they will have the company of my cold hardy Dendrobium. So let's go there and take a better look at them. And here we are. The Dendrobium are hanging on two racks. This one is the most exposed to the elements. The plants are protected from the rain, but they get the cooler temperatures at night. And on sunny days, they get direct sun most of the day. The epiphytic cacti here are hanging from the ceiling. And on that wall in the back, I have some more Dendrobium. That place is slightly more protected, and they get sun only in the afternoon. We are starting here with this rack where I've placed the orchids, the Dendrobium I intend to treat as true winter resters. This one is a Dendrobium nobile. Performed well in terms of growth, but coming fall decided to push up a new cane. But the other canes are quite good. For the time being, it's still watered and feed being reduced. Dendrobium jenkinsi, or jenkinsii if you prefer, has grown very well this summer. It has put several new growths, so I hope it is strong enough to endure dry winter rests. So I'm gradually reducing water and feed for the time being. I have another Dendrobium nobile here, is my best one. It has very beautiful canes down here. There are two new ones on top. They are, I don't think they are growing anymore. So I hope for beautiful blooming next season. I hope so. This is Dendrobium anosum. It has 3 nice canes just finishing growing. Only one cane finishing the terminal leaf, all the other ones are done. Water and feed gradually being reduced also. Same as this one, Dendrobium aphyllum. It grew reasonably well over the summer, but the best growing time was after the 15th of September. I don't know why. Maybe the ratio of the daylight with temperatures was the perfect one. I don't know. I know that it grew very well after that. The canes got thicker, and even these leafless canes, they seemed dry and shriveled. And now they are plumped up and they look so much better. I watered my mounts every day up to last week. And the moss was removed, the moss over the roots was removed by the end of September. The moss was too slimy anyway, and I would have to remove it. And I decided not to put a new one, considering we were heading towards resting season. Now let's go and see what I have hanging from the other rack. Let's start with my Dendrobium Berioda. I've had this orchid for 3 years now. It has been performing reasonably well lately. It bloomed well last winter. During summer it has grown a few new canes and now is already starting to spike. Although it will still take some time to see the flowers as the spikes are just beginning, as you can see here. And there are others. We shall see later. This is Dendrobium lodigesi. That's one I like very much. I bought it 2 years ago, but it never did well for me. I realize now that this orchid did not like to be mounted, in spite of being properly watered and fed. So by midsummer, last summer, I moved it to this spot, and she loved it and started to grow again. Although this is one of the true winter resters, I'm not going to be able to do it, to give her the full treatment this winter. I will just reduce watering and feed, keeping it drier, hoping to get a stronger plant next year. I have here several Dendrobium nobile, which will be kept drier during winter. Some are still growing, others have small canes. They all bloomed well last year, but after blooming they took a long time to pick up, and they started growing new canes quite late in the summer. So I will try to make them stronger and bushier before I will let them bloom again. This one is Dendrobium stardust. It has never been a very vigorous plant, but it bloomed well last spring. I still have not decided if I'm letting her bloom next spring, if she's willing to. But I will not withdraw water completely in any case, and I shall decide when time comes. Over this side, I have Dendrobium kingianum. By this time, last year, it was in bloom, and it bloomed all winter long. This summer, it grew a few new growths, and also has put on several cactis. I'm not sure if it is going to spike or not. I will have to keep an eye on this orchid and see how things go. For sure, we'll keep it drier. Another Dendrobium that did not like being mounted was this one, Dendrobium Lindley, aka Aggregatum. I bought it just before winter of last year. It seemed dormant then. In the spring, it bloomed late and very poorly, some blooms having blasted. After that, it tried to produce one growth, which aborted, and so did the next two attempts to grow new growths. Finally, I decided to change the plant to this basket with just bark, and promptly it pushed this new growth. And there you go. That's another one. I will have to keep growing through winter. No full winter rest for this one. And now just a quick look at my epiphytic cacti, which I love. And they are growing amazingly. Some of them being seedlings. But they produce amazing flowers. And we are now finishing this video. In the near future, I'll come back with the update on my Dendrobium I keep in the house for several reasons. Either because they are seedlings, or because they are not growing very well, or just because they need a bit to be warmer. And in the meantime, I wish you a very happy week, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.